Yo, what is up, guys? I'm back on a review for you. Now, this is actually a review courtesy of my mate Beanie. He allowed me to use his account to use his Drogba card. This isn't the team, but this is like the team I had for the weekend league, so I'm just putting him in it just so you can see like kind of what it was like. It's not the same team, but like anyway, yeah. So this Drogba card on base stats, then he's got 88 pace, 87 shooting, 71 passing, 80 dribbling, and 86 physical. And I had a hunter on him in the games. But I'll speak more about that after. If you enjoy, want to see more, please like, subscribe. If you want to see someone in particular, leave it down in the comments. But that's it for now. I'll see you after for the positives and negatives. Peace.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take it all. Standing tall, fear outweighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
So on to positive and negatives then. So first as positive, I'm going to kick off the 4-star skills. Now, unfortunately, you can't actually see the upgrades that I had on him because it's not actually my card, it's my mate's card. So I've got it up on Footbin to like show you what it is, and I'll just tell you what it is instead of like you searching up so you know in game. But yeah, anyway, 4-star skills. Because his agility isn't the best, he's 6'2". He would allow him sometimes like to get in sticky situations and he could get out of it because of the 4-star skills. So that's actually a good aspect about him. Because if he didn't have the 4-star skills, he would struggle a little bit at times. Like Lukaku sometimes struggles because of his low agility. But yeah, the skills are really nice for him. Next to me is the pace. Now this is surprisingly good. I know 89 and 87 actually isn't bad base, but like because he's 6'2", you probably expect him to get off like slower than other players. But with the Hunter, he goes up to 99, 97, so that allows him to be really, really fast, burst through on goal, faster than most defenders to be fair. So that is a big positive about him. Next to me is going to be the attack position. Now, obviously, for a striker, you'd expect something like this, especially if Drogba's caliper. 93 with a Hunter allows him just stay in the right positions, hold his runs, and then when getting through on goal, score with his finishing. Now, 99 finishing base, sorry, not base, with the plus 10 with the Hunter, allows him to be really deadly on either foot. It didn't really miss many chances, to be fair, but when he did, it wasn't because of the finishing. I'll speak more about that on the negatives. The finishing for him, yeah, just really good overall. Next for me is going to be the shot power. Now, the shot power for him, really, really deadly. He had 94 in game for me, so you could just hit it either side, either foot, near post, far post. Probably not finesse it, but he's not too bad at finessing, to be fair. Now, this one I'm going to touch on, even though it's a bit of a weird one. The long shots. Now, I don't know if this is just because every card is good at long shots in this game, but Drogba seems to be quite good at them, even though he's got 82. I don't know. This is a bit of a grey one. I put it out of the blue, but like the long shots, he just seems to have really good long shots for some reason. I don't know why, but he just did. Maybe because of a trait. Not really, no. So I don't know why, but he just did. So long shots are actually really nice for him if you want to pop a few off. Next to me is going to be a one that I wouldn't probably do normally, but it's surprising how good it actually was. So the agility, a lot better than expected. Obviously, he's not going to be as agile like an Adama or like a Dembele or something like that. But because he's 6'2", and normally like players like that are not the agilest players, he was actually really good with it. I did enjoy the agility for him at times. Sometimes it's a little bit clunky, but I'll speak more about the negatives. But generally speaking, the agility was actually good considering he didn't even boost that. Next up for me is going to be the ball control. Now, 85 base, really good. Close control all the time. Like, he didn't really put a touch wrong, and if he did, it was because he was taking a big touch, and obviously a big touch with like 6'2" player will go quite far. So generally speaking, the ball control really good for him overall. Next for me is going to be the air ability. Now, this is one of Drogba's key aspects. 89 head accuracy with 88 jumping base. With the 6'2", makes him a very, very deadly striker for headers. So, if you want to cross it into him and play like a 5-back or something like that, or even just on the corners, that is a very, very good thing for him. And, linking in with their power header trait that he's got, so that's another positive, the power header trait. All of them three make him a very, very deadly striker in the air. So, that is a good start about him. Now, the stamina, you're probably going to be wondering, am I going to put in the positives and negatives? Now, I'm generally speaking not going to put in either, because this stamina is probably just about enough for a striker to last most of the game. Like, that is including 120 a minute. So, generally speaking, that stamina is... It's decent, to be fair, but it's not, like, enough to put in the positives. Now, last for me, a good aspect, again, about Drogba is the strength. Now, this actually allowed him to be a brute, especially at 6'2". It reminded me a bit of Lukaku, but a steroided version of Lukaku. The strength at 91 allowed him to hold off most centre-backs, to be fair, because most of the fast centre-backs aren't as strong, so he can just hold them off with L2, and it's really, really good. But that's all for the positives. Now let's get into the negatives. Now, generally speaking with Drogba, there's not actually that many negatives, to be fair. Like, overall, he's actually a really solid card. Obviously, there is a few, like I'm going to get into now. So, the general passing for him, really not the best, I'm going to be completely honest. All of the stats, literally below 78. And even the free kick accuracy, you're not really going to use a free kick. So, all the stats of passing, not really the best. And I don't think my mate would mind me saying that. It's generally the passing, not really the best. So, don't try and do like some fancy kind of passes with him. He's just a slap-it-off striker. Don't try and like pass it along with him. Next of me, now I know I touched on the positives, but the agility. Now, because he's 6'2", obviously the agility felt better than I expected, but still, generally speaking, the agility maybe could have been better because he's a little bit clunky because obviously his height. But it's like one of these negatives that I'm nitpicking because it's not that bad, but it's not amazing. So just be wary. So sometimes, let's say in the box and you need like a really agile player, he might not be that guy sometimes. Next up for me is going to be balance. Now the balance at 6'2" isn't the best. Generally speaking, the taller players have less balance, and that allows him sometimes to get knocked off the ball when through on goal. But generally speaking, because of his strength, he's not really going to get knocked off that much. But it is there, and he might get like wobble because of it. So just be wary of that. Next up for me is going to be the dribbling. Now the dribbling for him, okay. This is another one with agility. It links in nicely, but it's not bad, but it's not amazing. It's nitpicking pretty much because it's a very good card overall. To be fair, and I can see why he's 750k. But like just generally speaking, because he's 6'2", you might not really get the results you wanted out of the dribbling, mainly because he's obviously like not that kind of player. So if you're looking for like a really agile player, it's probably better to go with someone else. But overall, he's actually a great card. Next for me is going to be composure. Now, as I talked about in the positives, his 99 finishing, he really should be missing many chances, and if he does, it's probably down to his composure because it's quite low for an icon. So just be wary that 81 composure is a little bit low at times. So if he does miss a chance, it's because of the composure. But the finishing should counteract it at most times. Generally, I think that's all for the negatives then. I'm looking at the card. I've said the general passing. Literally, yeah, that's all for it. He maybe could have some more traits, but that's just a nitpicky one. The card is really good overall. So if you're looking for a deadly striker, go get him. I'll speak more about that in the overall score. So overall, Drogba, I really do enjoy the card. Overall, he's got a lot of aspects to him that are really good. So he's got his pace, he's got his shooting, he's got his air ability, he's got his strength. He lacks a little bit because of the passing and sometimes maybe the agility. But overall for him, I'm going to give him, on the current stage of the game, I'm going to give him an 8.9. He's really good, to be fair. There is obviously better cards than him. They have like the better passing, the better dribbling. But overall, if you want a deadly striker that can like also head the ball, go for Drogba. He's really, really good for that. So I've got nothing more to say, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe if you have. If you want to see more, or want to see someone in particular, put it down in the comments. But other than that, peace.